Hey guys, so today is going to be a products wish list. As you can tell, I'm in a different background. I filmed a getting ready with me video on the look that I have right now, and what I did today was come over to Steph's house. So this is Stefani's background. I will have her channel linked down below. She's a really good friend of mine and we have so much in common, but makeup is probably the #1 thing. And I literally shopped her stash. So I don't know if I'm actually going to make this like a product wish list or shop other people's stash type of video, but all of this makeup that has been on my wish list for a while now came from her collection. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I'm gonna start with palettes because I probably have the most palettes and lip products. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Too Faced Sweet Peach. So again, keep in mind I'm not showing you like pictures from Sephora and stuff like that because I actually physically have the product in my hand because Steph owns it and I have been wanting it. So this has been a hot commodity in the makeup world recently. It smells like peaches, smells so freaking good. It's the next installation of the Too Faced chocolate bar palettes, and they just made it into a peach palette. But I think the colors are beautiful. I'm sorry, it's okay. I totally choked. I'm gonna swatch a couple of the colors for you. They are so beautiful. This first one is Luscious, which is just a beautiful, beautiful, like light bronze color. I really like the Candy Peach, which is probably the most peach tone. It is like almost a straight up orange in the palette. That's really nice. And then Peach Pit, which is this like darker chocolate color. There's a few of the colors right there. Such a pretty palette, and I think Too Faced does eyeshadows very well and scents very well. And so this has definitely been something on my list. Next is the palette I'm actually wearing right now, which is the Violet Voss Pro Eyeshadow Palette. It's the Holy Grail edition. I've never heard of this brand until Steph got it. I am sure it's all over the YouTube beauty community. I just had never heard about it. There's another installation too that is Drenched, it's called Drenched Metal, that has more colorful. This is a very warm toned neutral palette and I love it. I created more of like a sunset look today using Glamping, On Fleek, Cool Beans, some of these like reddish tones with the taupey bronze colors. So love this. These are all, again, beautiful shadows. There's 3 of the colors there with some swatches. I'm not the best at swatches and like cutting and out, you know, B-roll type of stuff when it comes to palettes, but you can see it here. It just does not even do it justice. There was hardly any fallout on my face. I love it. I really need to invest in this one. So 2 palettes so far that I have been eyeing. Well, and the Violet Voss palette was just something that I recently was eyeing today because I happened to use it in my getting ready with me and it was beautiful. The next 2 palettes are oldies but goodies, but I've never picked them up. They're the Kat Von D Shade and Light palettes. This is the eye contour palette, and Steph actually has got a lot of good use out of this. There's like some pretty huge divots in some of these shadows. And again, just like a basic palette, nothing over the top special, but it's enough to get several eye looks out of it, and again, jumbled up in my swatches there. Super pigmented, and I just think it's a great base to have in your collection, especially if you have a lot of shimmery shades. This is a great everyday type neutral contouring eye palette, which hence the name. I think I would get the most use out of the transitional shades and maybe the black for brow bone highlight and then eyeliner and then, you know, just blending out the crease and stuff like that. But I've been wanting it forever and I just never bit the bullet. Same thing with the original Shade and Light palette, which has the contouring and highlighting shades in it. And again, something that I never really have bit the bullet and bought, but I have always meant to. There's some swatches down there, super pretty. I think the 2 that would work the best for me would be these 2, but you could definitely use this as an eyeshadow and then all of those would work as well. I've been into bronzing and contouring and like barely wearing any blush and more focusing on bronzer and contour and stuff like that, so I think this would be a great addition to my collection. Again, I just never have bit the bullet and bought it. 2 more palettes. This one is just kind of a fun palette. I think the idea of it's super cute. It's a Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. It's in that tin packaging that they've switched over from. I think the packaging is really cute. The colors are super pretty. The only one I could see myself not necessarily wearing would be the jelly color, which is the whole point of the palette in the first place, being peanut butter and jelly. But again, it smells so good. Just a couple of the shades there. Too Faced quality is just amazing. You can't really beat it. Do I think it's necessarily worth the extra money if you already have similar shades like this or larger palettes in your collection? No, not really. However, I am a collector, even though I have a smaller collection right now. And I think this is something that would be good to have in my collection just as, I don't know, a kind of cute little thing to have. And I think all of the colors for me would be super wearable except the jelly color. But if you wanted to have a pop of fun purple every now and then, that would be a great palette to grab. Next on the list is another palette, but it's not eyeshadow. I'm finished with the eyeshadow palettes. I'm actually finished with eyeshadows in general. I'm not a huge fan of like single eyeshadows and stuff like that, so the palettes are what I've been mostly interested in. But this is something that I've been wanting, and Steph actually said it was on sale, which means it may be discontinued already, but it's the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani blush palette. And it doesn't have like actual names or anything, it's just the blush palette. So this is, the outside looks like this, and the inside has 6 blushes, UPS. And, well actually they have the names on them. And the ones that I'm like most intrigued by are these 2 right here and these 2 right here. This bubblegum pink, you know, I wear it sometimes, but not that frequently. And then the cream, like peachy, creamy color. Again, like I'm not a huge fan of those types of colors, but I would get some use out of them. But mainly this bronzy, bronzer color, this like bronzer highlight, more of a mauve toned blush, and then a highlighter over here. They all are just super pretty. I don't know, as I said, that these are still going, this is still going to be available. But look at this, like look at that color. So freaking pretty. I should have worn this today, but I already had enough product on my face. The blush that I'm wearing today is actually from Wet n Wild. It's a Color Icon Ombre Blush in My Type Buy You a Drink, which is really pretty. It works well with the bronzer that I have on, which I am going to be talking about that next. Anyway, I love blush palettes in general because I think they're great to travel with, especially one that's as versatile as this one, because you could use them for several different things. You almost have your blush, bronzer, and highlight in one palette. It is a little bulky, but I think it's super pretty. And if it's not sold out or on clearance and being discontinued, I would still invest my money in it. The next product I'm going to talk about is the bronzer that I'm wearing today. I actually have on 2 bronzers today, but I just am interested in this one. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this one Steph just happened to get in the shade light, so it ended up working well for my skin tone, but it's so pretty. And I applied it with this brush, which is also on my wish list. I don't own anything from Makeup Geek. I take that back. I actually think I have one transition shade that Steph had 2 of, and she gave me one of them, but I couldn't tell you the name of it. I have no idea. Maybe like Cocoa Bear or something like that? No? Okay, I have no idea what the name of it is, but I got the shade from her. So that's the only Makeup Geek product that I own, and I used a lot of Makeup Geek brushes and stuff today when I was doing my Getting Ready With Me video, and this was one brush that I was really impressed with. It's the angled stippling brush, and it's just, when you look at it, it's basic. Like, I think I have stippling brushes at home. None of them are angled like this, but I dipped it into the bronzer and I was able to fit it kind of in the contour area. You certainly could bronze with this, but I was using it more as like a bronze-y contour, and it was just perfect. It fit great on my temples, it fit great on my cheekbone, on the sides of my nose, under my neck even worked out well. It was just great, and I think the bronzer had a lot to do with that because this bronzer is so buttery soft, and the color is beautiful. I don't feel like this is too dark of a bronzer that, I don't even think you can see it, that you can't build up and make look really nice. It's so smooth, like even in between my fingers, so smooth. You can make it look really nice, but it's not too much to where I have a heavy hand, so I don't feel like I overkilled on the bronzer. Like, I don't look cray when I look in the mirror. So this is definitely something that is on my list that I will be picking up soon. Next to go with that is a highlighter. Again, highlighter that I'm wearing today, this Gleam. If you're wondering what it is, it's this bad boy. It's from Wet n Wild. It's a Mega Glow highlighting powder in Precious Petals. And Steph said it's from the most recent summer collection that they, I guess, recently launched. It is so pretty. Like, look at that. Beautiful. There's actually another one in the collection that she owns that's more of like a goldish pink, like a... it's like a peachy gold color. This is a little bit lighter, but still so beautiful. And highlight is my weakness. You guys know if you've been watching my videos for a long time, highlighter is something that I will go crazy for. Like I put it down the bridge of my nose, on my brow bone, all here. It just, without making me look too oily, it gives me that glow back within my skin. Because you guys know I like matte everywhere else and then like bam, highlight. And this definitely gave it to me. Was it like $5?
I think it's $3.99.
Oh, see, $3.99, you can't beat that. All right, before I move on to a couple of eye products, lip products, and a face product, I want to talk about 2 blushes. I own the Clinique Cheek Pop and Heather Pop right now, which is a beautiful color. These 2 colors remind me more of like fall, winter colors, but that's okay, because that may be when I end up picking them up. This one is in Fig Pop, which is a really nice, I don't know, like a neutral mauve color. Super pretty. You could actually probably wear this in like spring and summertime. It's not too dark, but this one is definitely more of a fall winter color. This one is in Cola Pop, and when you look at this, it looks really scary. Like it looks like a blush you would not want to wear, but I guarantee you could wear that and sheer it out. You wouldn't have to wear it like that. Oh yeah, you could use it as an eyeshadow too. You wouldn't have to wear it like that. You could definitely sheer it out, but it's such a pretty color. Like just to give your cheeks that flush of berry. Look, that kind of gives you an idea of how much you could sheer it out. Super pretty. I love these. I love the formulation of them. They're long wearing. They're, for me, a little on the pricey side because I do typically like buying palettes, blush palettes, or drugstore blushes and stuff like that. I think these retail like right around $23, $25, somewhere around there, but totally worth it because they last all day and they have a great color selection. One face product I wanted to talk about is the Too Faced Hangover RX. Is that Harley?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Bird. No, it's okay. I actually first started seeing this on Nicole Guerrero's videos, and I love her videos. She's so super real. Her complexion, like everything's beautiful about her. But she was using this as more of like a moisturizer for her face. I have oily skin, so I tried it today and so far so good. I really like it. I think it is a great moisturizer / primer, and it has coconut water, electrolytes, and probiotics, and it's silicone free, which is the best part about it because silicone does not work with oily skin. So I definitely want to pick this up now that I've tried it under makeup and I really enjoy it. That is next on my wish list to buy. And I haven't, you know, primers is something other than like the Professional and the Becca Evermatte Perfecting Primer. I really don't use a ton of primers, and that one caught my eye. I have one eyeliner that, again, I used today as well. It's from ColourPop. I don't own a lot of ColourPop. I have a couple of Lippie Stix and a couple of blushes. I think I have one eyeshadow, but nothing that I've gone crazy over or anything like that. But this gel liner was really, they actually call it a cream gel. It's in the color Swerve. It's just a black liner, but it was really, really smooth. I tight lined with it. I put it on my upper lash line. It was nice to work with. I used it with a Morphe angled eyeliner brush, and it was really nice. I liked it. Steph owns another one of these that she really loves the color, but it has like been super dried out for her and just not as creamy. This one impressed me, and for ColourPop is not that expensive. You know, their stuff ranges from $5 to like $8 and $9. Really, it's like drugstore comparable, and it's nice quality. Last face product before I go into lip products and a couple brushes. I've actually never tried this before, but I saw so many girls that I follow on YouTube get all of these as PR things, samples sent to them. It's a Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Concealer. Steph has hers in the color Y31. I have no idea what color I would even be. And you know, to be honest, this tube is a lot skinnier and smaller than I was anticipating it being. I thought it was going to be a little bit more hefty.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you order it online?
No, I got it at this time.
Oh, I just, from everyone showing it online and stuff, I thought for sure it was going to be a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
But
and the product is like, it's very thin and runny, and I don't like the packaging.
Yeah, it is kind of thin. I don't know that that color would have necessarily worked for me. I want something for under eyes. And I'm also having a hard time finding just a face concealer in general to match my foundation without using more foundation. Like around my nose, for instance. I'm really red in this area because this area in the top of my forehead is where I get sunburned the quickest, or get sun in general. And I'm having a hard time finding something to match my overall skin tone. So I really wanted to try this, but I'm kind of underwhelmed by the packaging. It feels nice, like a regular concealer. It is kind of thin though, because you can still see my pores through it. And it blended out nicely. So I don't know, I kind of want to try it for myself. The great thing about Sephora is you can try stuff either with the samples there, or you can have them give you a sample to send home, or you can buy the product, and if you don't end up liking it, you can return it, which is a great thing that I love about Sephora. So that is on my wish list. Next is lip products, and lip products is probably my favorite beauty product in general. I have 3 different kinds, a bunch of, oh my gosh, I have these 2 things. I thought those were lip products. Never mind, these are face products as well. It's the ColourPop Sculpting Sticks. I was actually going to use them today. I totally forgot. This is New Renaissance, and it is a bronzing sculpting stick. I have been obsessed with wanting to try these from since the Smashbox brand came out with the 3 that is like a contour bronzing and a highlighting stick. I've been wanting to get that forever, but I just can't bring myself to spend that much money on it, because I think those sticks are like 30 some odd dollars, and these I'm sure were like 5, 7, 8, somewhere around there. So this one, like I said, is in New Renaissance, and then the highlighting is in Relive, something like that, and it's just a milky cream color. So this wouldn't necessarily be something that would catch my eye right away, maybe as like a brow bone highlight or an inner corner highlight, but the bronzing stick, even though it looks kind of dark, I think would work well with my skin tone if I really blended it out. And I've been so intrigued by these that I've been wanting to try them. So let's see what this looks like blended out. Yeah, like I think that could definitely work. It's not too orange. It's not too dark that I don't think it would work with my skin tone. So I'm going to have to give those a try for sure. And along with that ColourPop order are some lip products. Like I said, I own a couple of Lippie Stix, but these colors in particular I don't have. This one is in Frida, which is a satin. This is the one that Coffee Break with Danny ordered and came up with, and I actually had a ColourPop wish list for the longest time, and this was on there. This is what that color looks like. Super pretty. And then Steph just got these 2, which are Matte X in Barely There and Cami. Cami is what I'm wearing today. Super pretty, everyday, neutral tip color. So far so good. It hasn't bled into my teeth. It's pretty matte. I've been talking for a while now and it's lasted. And it's just a really pretty color there. This one is like the fuchsia color that's right up my alley for spring and summer. Oh, look at that. So, oh my gosh, look at how, and this is literally like one swipe of this color. Super pigmented. I guess that's what the matte X's are for, because they are extremely pigmented and they're matte. So, you know I love them. I've also been wanting since Christmas time, and I didn't pick them up, and I'm so mad I didn't pick them up, because they had, ColourPop had the little mini packs of the ultra matte lips. The liquid lipsticks, this one is in the color Bumble. Steph has like 35 different colors, but this one was pretty. That is definitely a shade that's right up my alley. Like, I don't know, a berry toned, like a brick berry toned color. Super pretty. And I actually had one of these on before I put on this lip color, and it was beautiful. It reminded me of the Sephora cream lip stains, and these are less than those, maybe not by much, but they're less than those, and it seems like you get more product in them. They dry down completely matte. Steph was telling me that they do kind of wear off in the inner part of your lip when you eat, and you know, but what lipstick doesn't? And so I'm really intrigued to try these. I'm so mad at myself though that I didn't pick them up during Christmas time when they had the little miniature set that you could get for like $20 and try several colors, because I would have loved to do that. The last lip product that I wanted to talk about are the L'Oreal Le Mats and Lilacs. I own one of these. I cannot remember which color. None of these, I'm sure. But Steph has quite a few colors, and these are the ones that I picked out that I thought were the most pretty. This is a lilac in the color Lack and Roll. That's cute. And these are from L'Oreal. I don't know if I mentioned that. I love the one that I have. It's super pretty. It's a lipstick that you could essentially throw in your purse and put on again and again throughout the day. So that's that color there. Perfect for spring and summertime. This one is a Le Matte in the color Mad for Matte. And oh, this one's super smooth. That's like an orange tone red. I usually prefer deeper reds, but for spring and summertime, that would be a good one to wear. And then the last one is Lilac in Lucky Charm. And This one is more of an everyday neutral color. This would have actually looked pretty with what I had on right now. So yeah, I definitely want to pick up some more of these. I love the formulation of them, and again, lip products are some of my most favorite beauty products and my utmost weakness when it comes to things that I buy. Lastly, I have brushes. I have 4 of them. This one I used today in my getting ready with me. It is from Amazon. Steph has a bunch of them sitting back there that came in a whole set, but this one in particular, I saw a smackdown between this and the artist brush that looks like this. I think Rach Loves put it out, and it was like, this was $1 something on Amazon, the other one was like 33 bucks. So essentially, this is like a face brush. It's a regular brush for your face. I feel like it almost is like doing your makeup with a toothbrush, but it worked well. Like, other than if you use maybe the step up of this, you could get your makeup done super quickly. But I took my time and just buffed all of my foundation to my skin. It worked really well, and for the price point, I would definitely invest money even in the entire set. I don't know about doing this on my eyes, but my face, it worked well and I loved it. These are all, they're all Morphe brushes, and a couple of them have been in my interest for a long time, but I cannot bring myself to pay the Morphe shipping or wait as long as some of the Morphe brushes. Like this one in particular, the M510 and the M501 are supposed to be like super popular. I think this is the one Jaclyn Hill loves for her highlight. But anyway, I used this, I think, to set my under eyes, and I used one of these to do my highlight, my face highlight. This is the M438. This is super soft and tapered. I could see how this would be a perfect cheekbone highlight or a brow bone highlight, or even if you really wanted to do like bronzer or your contour, this would be great. And these two would be great for a little too big for blending, but you could use it for under eye powder, for contouring the nose, for blending eyeshadow on your brow bone, or anything like that. So these 3 brushes have been on my list. I wish I had been wanting some more Morphe products so I could place a big order, but unfortunately these are the only brushes that caught my eye so far. Okay guys, so that was all the makeup that is on my wish list at the time being, or everything I could find in Steph's collection. I want to do this for skincare because there have been a number of skincare products that I've been eyeing recently. I've been really obsessed with making my skin as perfect as I can, and it's far from perfect, but I've been trying my hardest, and there's been some products that I've been looking at recently that I really want to share with you guys. So I may do that. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see that as well. But this is the makeup that I've been eyeing. Let me know also in the comments down below some of the makeup that you guys have been eyeing recently, so maybe I can add it to my wish list, or maybe some of these products that you've had for a long term and they really didn't work out for you, whatever the case may be. I'm interested to know. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!